Good morning, Eric. It is Tuesday, February 23rd, and I have changed my location. My roommate's sick, poor girl, and she was still sleeping last I knew, so I just kind of showered and packed a bunch of stuff up and relocated. I've built myself a little nest. You can see, actually, let's see if that works. We'll just pick up the entire camera. See? I have food. I have my bag. I have headphones in case I feel noisy, but I don't think I have been. There's water. It was too noisy to get a tea bag, so I skipped. And there's my wallet, because I need my wallet to get in here. There's a dog bed. Oh, that's not a dog bed, that's my crotch. There's the dog bed. There's the laptop. Hey, do you have vertigo now? Look, that's you right there. And me. So yes, we're in a different location, which is good because I was getting bored. I was getting bored in the room. It was time to branch out. So, first things first, I have somewhat converted you to Grossmanism. So, I figured we could spend a bunch of time talking about the magicians. As you may or may not know by now, Breakbills will end pretty quickly. He kind of breezes through the entire school as compared to, 7 books of Harry Potter Hogwarts. As for the characters, Grossman's kind of a socially awkward guy himself, and so he kind of wrote the book as an escape for himself, as, nerds are wont to do. So that's going to show up in all the characters. It's perhaps not the mark of a fantastic creative characters, but he's got potential. He's got some neat plot lines, and he's a pretty good writer. He just maybe needs to work on his character building. I started the same way with Quentin. Like, he's smart, he's antisocial, and he's somewhat elitist but awkward. He sounds great. And then as he gets older, he kind of turns into more and more of a dick. Again, not unlike Harry Potter. Elliot was that character who's more obviously a dick, and thus the head of the squad of people, and everybody wants to please him, and that also means that he's just so unattainable that he ends up as a loner himself. So, part of him sounds fantastic to me, and the other part, not so much. Less desirable counterpart. I liked the Mohawk guy, I think, for the most part. I mean, I didn't identify fully with any of the characters, but I would definitely give my closest bit to the Mohawk guy. He had a girl's name. Penny? Penny. I think Penny. But he was on the outskirts of the plot for so long that he captured my interest. And then he came in and just kind of bammed us with, "Oh, look, Actually, I don't know how far you are, never mind." But yeah, actually, that's kind of how guys are supposed to need to handle me, too. Just kind of dabble with me here and there, maintain the mystery, let me work and get to them. And then just grab me. Well, I've told you this before, but what probably sold me most on the book were all the nerdy references, just because they're like inside jokes in the book, which just makes it that much more personal. And how it just captured any nerd's desire to just get into that mythical land and just get away. And these characters are they're very real people. Like, no matter how much Quentin gets what he wants, he still wants more. It's very human. That could be known as forever sad. Compound word. Yeah, as for my last video bit, YouTube apparently doesn't like videos over 10 minutes long, although I've seen them in the past. And it waited until the entire thing had been almost totally processed before it decided to tell me. Like, I'd made my annotations and everything. And then it told me. And I was exhausted by the time that it told me, so I just deleted what was there, broke it into 2 parts, uploaded both parts separately, and went to bed. And that's where they stand, and that's where I expect they will continue to stand. So, and if I may, I'd like to talk about Doctor Who. I know that I don't think any of our viewers watches Doctor Who, including you, but I do, and I want to talk to somebody about it. So, because we've got the new Doctor now. Like, he dies and regenerates as a new Doctor. So he's essentially immortal. And he just, grows another body. and goes into that, sort of. So, we had our old one, and we've got the girl who goes around with him. I can't even remember her name. She just irritates me so much. But the girl, for the entire first season, the girl and the doctor go around, and you can't really figure out if, she's got something for the doctor, or if the two of them are just really weird close friends, or if they're simply traveling companions who get a kick out of each other's humor, or what. And the fact that the girl just flirts with anything that moves doesn't help things, and has a sort of boyfriend who she's constantly abandoning back in Britain in her time. I don't know. But then we get to this next season, and she's practically all over him, fawning over him and everything. And I don't know if they're just... clearly they've said as much, that she finds the new one very attractive. Or foxy, I think was the word. And I can completely understand. He's got that whole tall, geeky, slim, skinny thing going on. And he wears glasses. Oh, on top of his just witty candor. It's so fantastic. I didn't think other people thought the way I did. But is she just that shallow that she never, she just hangs on him now all the time? Is she shallow that she didn't, she never did it to the other one? I don't understand where the change was and how that just happened. And now she is doing that, but, they still, Mickey is the boyfriend on Earth in her time period, and he's coming along with them now. And I just don't understand, I guess, those social dynamics, the relationship dynamics. It's weird. Very weird. At any rate, I need to do reading for classes. Actually, I have an exam later today, so I'll have to study and read through my notes a couple of times before that class. And do reading for my seminar, and I got a summons to the English department office yesterday, but by the time I was able to get there, it was closed. So it's kind of been burning this hole in my pocket, this little note. My teacher Shaver gave it to me saying, "Oh no, it's gotta be good news, right?" But I don't know if he actually knew what it was, or if he was just throwing something out there. So I'm kind of somewhat freaking out, did I somehow not take all my required courses? What's going on? I got all my senior checklist stuff out. I know I did. That was last semester I did that. I was ahead of the curve. So I don't know. So I think I'm going to finish this, edit, and upload, and then I want to do English stuff first. And then I'll do reading and studying and such, and then classes. Then I'm making soup for dinner. You'd appreciate. So yeah, that is the day. Yes. Okay. So, sorry, crackers. Cheers.